Welcome back to Transfer Hub and welcome to Up the Villa podcast. This is your home of Aston Villa's transfer news, daily news, signings, rumours, you name it, you'll find it on this channel. So we've got some news today. Aston Villa have a list of potential targets. This is coming from Greg Evans of The Athletic, but the one that we're going to be focusing on today is Tyler Adams from Leeds United. Aston Villa have Tyler Adams on a list of potential options. So we'll get into the list in a second, but I absolutely love Tyler Adams. I think he's been fantastic for Leeds United. I do think he had a bit of a mixed bag towards the end of it. He picked up that injury for Leeds United, who was integral to the way that they play, and it was such a blow for Leeds United to lose Tyler Adams, especially in the centre of midfield. But you know, he had a first season at Leeds United. He started like a steam train. He was absolutely fantastic. You know, he was intercepting play. He was breaking up play. He was the destroyer in there. He was heavy on a high press. The energy was there. Absolutely set the Premier League alight at the start of the Premier League, Tyler Adams did. And he looked a brilliant, brilliant player. Dipped off a little bit. I think that had something to do with all of the managerial changes. Especially the second one. And then he picked up that injury, didn't he, that he needed a little bit of surgery on. So he was out for the remainder of the season, but no doubt he had a massive impact. And he was a player that really, really caught my eye, especially his like interceptions and his breaking up play. And he's just overall midfield now. And I just felt like at times it was just him in the middle of the park having to do all of the work. So Tyler Adams for me, you know, I think he's a fantastic player, and he's someone that I would like to see at Aston Villa. I think he would have a potential role. He can play in the 6, he can play in the 8 as well. So I think he'd offer a lot of different options. And because Leeds United got relegated, I think we'd be able to get him for a decent fee as well. So I really like the Tyler Adams one. So let's have a look at his player profile. In the chat down below or in the comment section, make sure you drop in your thoughts and let me know what you think of Tyler Adams. So he's 24 years of age. He had a SOFA score rating of 6.98. As you can see from the heat map, absolutely everywhere. His strengths are his tackling. He played 24 games, started 24 games. So, you know, he missed pretty much a quarter of the season then. You don't want to see his goals. Goal record not great, but this is what we want to really be focusing on: his passing and his defensive work then. So accuracy per game is 82%. In his own half, 87%. Opposition half, 79%. Interceptions per game, 1.5. Tackles per game, 3.7. Clearances per game, 1. He had got total duels won, 55%. Aerial duels won, 64%. So that's a tale of how he plays. Those interceptions, those tackles, those duels, those aerial duels. That is what pretty much the makeup of Tyler Adams is all about. So transfer market have him valued at around 20 million. I think that's pretty much fair. I think that's fair. I think for this level of player that we could potentially be getting, I think it's very, very good business. Very good business indeed. If you have a look at his per 90, he's averaging 3.72 tackles per 90, 1.46 tackles, interceptions per 90, 2 blocks per 90, 1.21 clearances as well. And then if we have a look at some of his strengths, are his passing, aerial duels, tackling, ball interceptions. Weaknesses is discipline and concentration, but I think concentration is down to, it was literally him and Rocker doing all the work in the middle and nothing else. His style of play: likes to shoot from distance, likes to look for short passes, likes to tackle, and likes to commit fouls often. I think he's absolutely brilliant. But if we have a look at a comparison then to maybe a current Villa player, we'll have a look at Kamara. So we have a look at Kamara. So the attacking wise, pretty much the same, to be fair. Creativity, there's just 1 point in it. Defensive work, you've got Tyler Adams on 65, you've got Boubacar Kamara on 60. Tackling, you've got Kamara on 64 and Tyler Adams on 59. So they are pretty similar in these stats, to be fair. So I think it would be an astute signing. I think it would be a clever signing from Villa. Is it going to be one of Adams, Tielemans, Guendouzi? Who knows? But the list is as follows. This is according to Greg Evans, Tyler Adams, Yuri Tielemans, Lo Celso, Guendouzi, and Pau Torres. If Aston Villa decide to recruit another high-level centre-back, then Pau Torres is top of the list. That is coming from Greg Evans as well. So I think it's nice now that we're getting a bit of substance to some of these rumours. There's been quite a lot of rumours, and it's sort of like, where are we? What do we believe? Are they believable? But I think now that Greg Evans is sort of reporting names on The Athletic, I think that there is some truth in these rumours then. So Monchi told Seville yesterday of his desire to leave. They believe that he wants to join Aston Villa and work alongside Unai Emery. So we had the Monchi news yesterday. The Seville sporting director looks like he's going to be set to leave Seville and link up with Unai Emery. You know, I did my episode on Monchi yesterday, and I'm a big fan. I love the idea of having more recruitment, a better recruitment, more of a philosophy behind the scenes, something that we can abide by and work toward and stick to our core principles. I think that is something that we've been striving to have for a number of years, and to have that in place, I'll be absolutely buzzing for. So I think on this list then, the players then, it really does look like we're looking to strengthen midfield. Defence again, Torres, that's not going away, is it? So we did a Lo Celso rumour a couple of weeks ago as well. So, you know, all the transfer hubs on these players we've done. And now I think it's just about, when the window opens, trying to get some of them across the line. Tielemans, Roma have come in for him as well. So it looks like there's a number of clubs that are in for Tielemans. So I think now we've just got to see whether we're the ones that he picks. But I really like the Tyler Adams rumour. I guess it's probably going to be a bit of a mixed bag in the comments section, because you're probably going to get the opinion of, does he walk into our team? Does he improve our team? But I think for his age, I think his potential and his scope is there. He's a real tidy Premier League player. Did really well last season. But can he do it under a brilliant coach in Unai Emery? I think his game can go on tenfold under Unai Emery. I think the chaotic mess at Leeds United probably didn't help Tyler Adams whatsoever, and I think he did stand out and he did play pretty well last season. So I think we've got to always remember that with these rumours, that once Unai Emery gets his hands on them, so if they're players that are maybe bit part players elsewhere, or they're coming from teams that potentially haven't done that well, you can still get standout players from a team that's done quite poor. And I think I've seen enough in Tyler Adams to think that he's got a lot of potential, and it's his energy and his press that I really like as well. So, yeah, it'd be a thumbs up for me. For the fee, I mean, for the fee of Tyler Adams, you could get him for around 20 million. You could probably get him for less because they've been relegated. What's 20 million in this window? You know, we've been talking about us potentially getting players for like breaking our transfer record fee. So Adams at 20 mil, absolute no-brainer. Squad depth. It would be absolutely brilliant to utilise in the cup competitions. To me, if we can get Tyler Adams, it'd be an absolute no-brainer. And I think he's a really, really standout player. So those are my thoughts. Love to hear your thoughts. We are still linked with Goncalves as well. So if you are one of the fans that are wanting something a bit more stature, a bit more going out and breaking the bank and spending 50, 60 million on a player, then we still link with Goncalves. But I just think, you know, 20 mil for Adams, you know, you can still go and get a Goncalves. You can still go and get a Pau Torres. You know, you can still have a Tielemans on a free. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel. We've got videos coming out every single day. So just hit that subscribe button, show some support, hit a like, up the Villa. Let's get these signings in when the window